Jericho before I begin. Last time, thank you all for coming. Last time we were here, afterwards I published an excerpt of my novel in the other one. I went on to publish the entire book. So I encourage every veteran, brother and sister in this room, please take a workshop with this gentleman. It's very encouraging, and where other workshops kind of like tear you down, he's very encouraging to your work. So with that being said, I just want to acknowledge David Search, of course, Jericho. On Amazon, Kindles, yeah, literature, of course, you know what I'm saying? See the trailer on YouTube.
Yeah, my boy, we already know, Ron.
Intercultural racism, elderly abuse, and supernatural folklore, nothing you reap what you sow. But I'm here tonight because we are all together here and afterwards moving on. And this is a brand new piece by me. And afterwards, it's called The Innocent Racism of Thanksgiving. This is the abridged version here. Okay. She curled up next to me real close, with her pre-adolescent, post-toddler energy like most her age. She could only sit still for a matter of seconds anyway. A few times she looked up, gazed at me with the blue eyes that only a baby like her could have, with a few extra glances of peculiar innocence. The bond we shared would last less than a minute. This wonderment of being near another human totally different in size and appearance could not last. And any camaraderie between us, to say the least, perhaps should not exist. It felt natural to put my arm around her. Someone so kind, someone so loving, just like my 6-year-old sister who turned 7 without me, over 3,000 miles away. This girl was different than my sister. She was a joy to me, and before I knew it, my arm was around her. I lovingly brushed the strands of her sandy blonde hair. With a perfect toothpaste grin, she asked me, "Do you want to play with me and my dog?" Well, maybe the next time your dad brings me over, I lied, purely needing to tell the truth inside my soul. There was no crime in a future fellowship with this family, or was there? The inquisitive youngster was the baby of the Swinson family, spearheaded by my platoon sergeant, Sergeant First Class George Swinson, the E7 in charge of the medical platoon inside of the brigade unit in which I served at Fort Lewis, Washington. Swinson had made the announcement one morning as we ran sick call that he was opening his home for the upcoming holiday to soldiers who couldn't make it home on leave. Even Staff Sergeant Natalie Gilliard invited me to her house, which was in the same vicinity of the Swinson home, within walking distance. Sergeant Gillard, a medical NCO from another unit, was an over 35, still sexy, femme fatale in her own right, and a clone image of Mary Wilson from the world-famous singing trio The Supremes. With her flawless smile and her unblemished dark cocoa skin. Damn right, I told her I would stop by the house for the holiday. Taking her number so I could give her a call. I figured I would get her to drop me back on post at the barracks after I was done at Sergeant First Class Swinson, if there was time. The arrival of post was uneventful. Sergeant First Class Swinson transported a few of us to his home located off the base in his minivan. Once we arrived, and after the introductions to Mrs. Swinson, the other children of the house, and little adorable Amy, I found a comfortable love seat to sit in. This was where Amy was drawn to me like a moth to a flame. Within the hour, dinner was served, and it was beautiful. It was the beautiful traditional Thanksgiving dinner. I loved the turkey with gravy, dressing, and the cranberry sauce. There was ham and green beans. However, I missed the macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and chitlins with hot sauce from the various tables I experienced back home. There were assorted beverages like water and sparkling cider, cakes, pies, ice cream, and the arrival of 2 more guys from our platoon who lived off post. So far, the holiday meal was cool. Once everyone was done eating, Sergeant First Class Swinson and Mrs. Swinson took care of the dining room and kitchen areas while their daughters, Beth, the eldest